reach.
Whoa. Cat attack. Oh yeah, we got a cat since last time. Anyway, it's been like a year and a half. We made... we filmed a vlog a couple weeks ago, but it's not going to be posted before this, so... Hi! I know it's been a really long time. Welcome back to my channel.
Hi.
This is my wife, Amber. Oh yeah, I got married since the last time I talked to you guys. We had our hand fasting. We were in the New York Times, and our episode of Say Yes to the Dress just aired on Saturday. It's Monday today, so it just aired on Saturday. So we were going to talk about being on that, and I don't know, I guess the New York Times thing too.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley, in case you forgot. Like and subscribe to get a video every 2 years. No, I'm gonna do better. I'm not gonna make that promise. I make that promise every time, but then I'm like, I don't make the video.
It's okay. Like, you're getting there. You're getting...
I know.
It's okay.
You're always very encouraging, but I'm like...
We haven't had, like, the best setup. It's hard to, like, do it from a phone or, like, whatever. Now you got a camera. Working on getting more things. So,
right.
like, yeah.
Right. It's an investment.
It is an investment, but, like, you're working on it.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
So, anyways... Yeah, we were on Say Yes to the Dress.
It was scary. It was very scary.
It was.
But it, like... I don't know. I'm glad it's over.
I am too. It's
so
fine. It turned out good. I like it. It wasn't like bad at all. It's just, it was very scary.
I keep looking at Orion because that's why.
Kitty butthole. Anyway, yeah. So people are always asking like how we got involved with Say Yes to the Dress, and like,
we don't know. We're not sure.
Right. They emailed me one day and said, hey, I think they saw our Truly video.
I think so.
I think that's what it was.
Or maybe your TikTok or something.
Right. And they emailed me and were like, hey, would you guys want to be on Say Yes to the Dress? And then I was like, hey, would you want to be on Say Yes to the Dress?
And I was like, sure. Well, so you didn't know if it was real at first. You were like,
no,
is
you're
this
right.
a real email?
Because I get a lot of like fake emails for like promotional stuff or like to be a part of things. So I was like, is this even real? So I like Googled the person that emailed me, and it said that they were like a producer or whatever, and I was like, all right, well then that seems to be legit.
I just feel like if we didn't do it, it'd just be like, oh man, why didn't we do that? We had an opportunity to do something
for
like
sure.
kind of silly and cool, and like
they made the deal pretty sweet. Like usually they don't fly people out, they don't pay for the dress, and
they were like, so like everybody was awesome, so it was like, okay, we could do this,
right? And they said they would fly Amber and I out there. We would have to find our own like place to stay, but like that's fine, whatever. And they would, whatever dress I picked, if I picked one, they were gonna like gift it to me. And I guess
from that lady, because you specifically wanted that line,
right? My dress is from All Who Wander, and yeah, what's that? Oh, I'm getting notifications. That's great. Anyway, yeah, the designer's name, the like brand is called All Who Wander, and they gifted me my dress, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, so we fly out to New York and we filmed for like 8 hours. It was during the pandemic. It was right before New York City like shut down. It was like you have to have proof of stuff to like get into places.
Yep.
I mean, we were vaccinated and everything, so it wouldn't have been a problem. But like it was during that time, just so you're like,
it was weird, yeah. And it's like been so long ago, like it just seems like it
seems like a whole different like part of life because it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So now for it to be just airing, it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it feels like it just seems so weird. And just like to think about it for 2 years and like think about what's gonna come out of it and not know is like really weird.
Right.
But yeah, like your dress, you already knew you wanted that dress, so that's why they were like, hey.
Yeah. It was, well, they like
you did pick it. Like it wasn't like they were like, here, pick one of these dresses. Like you genuinely loved that dress. And
well, right. And what was great was they sent me
I know, I've been trying to cross my legs, but they won't fit.
They sent me all, like, the dresses from that designer and said, hey, like, just, you know, what ones are you into? And the one that I picked actually was on the list of dresses that I was like, I like this. But it's one that they pulled, like, randomly out for me. So it was like, obviously that was the dress that was meant to be since that.
Yeah, it was so good though. Like, it just, like, it was genuinely the first dress you tried on, and you were like, no, this is it. Like,
and there was no one. It was just us filming that day. There was no one else there except for, like, the Kleinfeld, like, workers and the people working on the TLC show, and us.
Which, like, surprisingly, every single person was, like, so nice. Like, I was very nervous about meeting all of these random people.
Right. And
because it was just us
getting
and,
naked
like,
and
30 strangers. Yeah, and, like, every single one of them was just so nice and, like, seemed very genuine and, like, really liked their job, which was cool.
Right.
It was interesting.
It was an exhausting day. Like,
I keep shaking the table. I'm sorry.
We cried a lot, and if you watch the episode, they put that in there, so that's...
We always cry a lot, so it's, like, very authentic. It's like, yep, this hasn't changed. A lot has changed in 2 years, but we still cry all the time, so that hasn't changed.
I know. But also, people, like, you know I cry all the time.
We're
but
just, like,
everybody
that
has watched it is like, oh my god, Ashley got emotional, and then I got emotional, and I was like, I know, y'all don't see that usually.
I get to see that. Only me.
Only you get to experience
it's a perk.
Tears, right?
Yeah.
Is that a perk?
Yeah, it is. You're sweet. It's never bad. Like, you're just processing emotions that have to be processed.
But we met Randy.
Randy was awesome. Randy was so nice and just like a hugger and, like, very, like, wanted to know all sorts of things on and off camera, like, just really cool.
Yeah, everybody was very sweet. And
Chrissy's amazing.
You know, our situation's not like the traditional normal one, so it was a little, you know, we had to do a little explaining to everybody, but nobody was...
Like, they were not weird about it at all.
No, right, nobody gave me, like, judgy vibes or, like...
I mean, they both...
anything.
I'm sure that, like, off cameras, both of them knew what polyamory was, because they're both, like...
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Like, I don't think...
I mean, like...
They just had to, like, be like, can you explain that? Because, obviously, not everybody knows. But I don't feel like they were, like, I feel like they had to have...
Right, but I don't feel like they were, like had negative feelings.
No, 100%. No, not at all. Like, they were very cool. I figured... Like, Chrissy, you just, like, don't... Like, she's not a person I could read right away, but, like, once I got to know her, I was like, oh, she's awesome, too. Like, very sweet.
Yeah. And we told them that Amber didn't want to try dresses on, that she wanted to try, like, pants stuff, and they didn't... I don't know if it was for the drama. I don't think... who knows, you know? But...
It's just, like, I think they maybe... Because there's, like, a disconnect. There's, like, a lot of people you talk to that then go talk to this other person that talks to this person. So it's, like, when you say pantsuit... Originally, it was like, I want to wear a suit. And then it, like, turned into, okay, we might have jumpsuits. And then it's like, okay, well, I could try on some jumpsuits. And then there was, like, you know, we weren't talking about trying on dresses until we got there. And then it was, well, the jumpsuits that they have won't fit on my body, so I can't try them on. And then they have to do something. Like, something has to be on camera at that point. So it's like, will you try on this dress? I mean, I'll try it on. But, like, it just...
Right, it's not what we were there for. It's not what you wanted. So it was...
Right, like, we could have gone and you got a dress and that would have been wonderful, but I think they like the idea of both
TV,
brides, like, trying on a dress, which is fine. It was fine, but, like, I'm already an emotional person, and then, like, to be filming all day and talking about a lot of, like, really hard things all day.
It was really vulnerable. Like, for what they put in the show...
Oh, they asked us so many personal things. Like, I a lot of the really personal stuff I expected to be in there, because to me that was, like, more dramatic than
the juicy stuff.
Yeah, but they really kept out all of, like, I think because they had, like, hate on previous polyamory episodes, maybe they were like, let's tone it down a little bit.
Maybe don't
get
show that they have family trauma, so people can be like, well, see, that's why they...
I mean, it's like a lot of things. It's like either family trauma or, like, how the dynamics are, like, really get into it. And, they just kept it kind of, like, very, which was good. Like...
Right, I mean...
for like a mainstream platform, we want to...
They explained it as simply as possible and then moved on, and I was like, great, that's how I like to do things too. Just
I think it was like there's a few things in there where like I feel like we are like nervous or I look awkward, but it's like
same.
Whatever, like we were, it was a lot. It was a lot. We were awkward and we were nervous, yeah, for sure.
But I feel like it makes us look like real people. Like the other, I don't want to be like the other girl on the episode, but like she was like, she was putting on a character, you know what I mean? She was like,
well, I mean, she was just very like,
she was a very
she had her hair done, she had her like she was very like on point.
She was ready, and you know, I forgot to brush my hair that morning. Like
it was fine.
Right. So
we went as people. We were tired. It was a long flight. We were there for like one day.
Yeah, we were in and out,
and
it was...
the airport experience. Like Shannon had never flown before, so that was interesting. We were like, how do we get our baby Shannon here? And then
right,
like,
and
worrying about her was exhausting. Even though she's perfectly capable, it's just like
right, just making sure like everybody was in one spot.
Yeah,
and, like everybody was okay, and that like. You know, we're all like neurotypical, or not neurotypical.
And
we're
then
all
like Chad left his phone here.
Oh
so
my
I had to give
God,
Chad my phone. He left his phone in Houston.
Oh my God, I forgot.
So I didn't have a phone. It was weird.
I forgot that part, that we got all the way to the airport and he was like, I don't have my phone. And I was like, are you fucking...
Poor Chad.
We're getting on a plane in New York City right now. You don't have your phone?
Like, sir, do I have to strangle you?
I was like, ooh, not my monkey in the circus.
We figured it out. I mean, it was fine, but it was just like little things like that kept popping up, and we were already nervous.
Just little stressful things that like accumulated.
And then they like kind of pick your clothes, and it's like you send them like options, and then they kind of choose what you're gonna wear, and then it was just like, it's just like all these weird, awkward things, you know, like. Yeah, you need to like wake up that day and see.
And know what I'm doing, right?
It's like no, I don't know, man.
It was an experience for sure, and like
it was cool. Yeah, me too. I'm glad we did it. I was just gonna say that, like, even though it was nerve wracking, even though there's I already know there's like a ton of shitty comments out there. There's a ton of people that feel grossed out by it. There's probably tons of people within our lives that are gonna have a problem with it. But like, it is what it is. We have to be ourselves, and I feel like the more we put ourselves in a box, or the more we like dull it down for people, then the less authentic we're being, the less happy we're being, and then we're letting them win because we're like, you know, catering to whatever they want. And most of the time it's just like, come on guys, really.
It's like we're already living our lives like openly and authentically, and it's like, if you can't get down with that, if like that's too much for you, then sorry. Like
like, if me being myself isn't cool with you,
right, then clearly, like, something's wrong.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. It's weird.
I don't know. I guess you're, like, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, like... I'm not gonna cater to, like, how people feel about it, and it is what it is, and at the end of the day, like, you figure out who cares about you, and who's gonna have your back regardless, or who like cares who you're in a relationship with.
Right.
What does that matter to you?
Yeah. So we did the Say Yes thing. It was good. It just aired Saturday. We watch it. It's streaming on Discovery Plus now, and I'm sure it'll be rerunning on TLC. And if you do stumble upon it on social media, leave a nice comment, okay?
Don't read the comments. If you're sensitive and you don't want to have a bad day and you like us, don't read the comments.
Don't get into fights with people and then, like, get banned or something. Because I don't want the reason you get your profiles restricted is because you went to bat for us, even though
it's like all unhappy people. Like, all... like.
And it's just people that are not... You know, they're having their own life journey. So it's like, whatever.
True.
What else? Oh, we were in the New York Times. Our hand fasting
really cool.
was in the New York Times. I think it was like February 19th.
Yep, and like Jenny did a great job with that. I thought
Jenny Block,
really
wrote a awesome piece about our hand fasting and about, you know, polyamory and how hand fasting is becoming more popular. And yeah, it was just really cool to...
She kind of hit on like legal points and like how you can like go about having a binding relationship without it being legally binding.
Right. And she also mentioned like like the disability issues with getting married, which was really nice to have like in a paper like that for, you know, the publication to put out there that like, you know,
yeah,
disabled people don't have marriage equality.
There was a lot of cool information in it. I thought she did a really good job. She hit on a lot of really good points that a lot of people can't even get to because they're just like, what?
Right. And I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying that we're representing a lot of different things for people. You know, it's not just one, it's not just like the disability or like the polyamory or whatever. Like, we represent a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So that's cool and nice to hear from people.
Yeah. Your like followers have been awesome and like super sweet and kind. And honestly, like if I want to read comments, I just go to your comments because I'm like safe.
I know. I'm so glad that I've gotten to a point in TikTok where like I very rarely get a bad comment.
Yeah,
or
Facebook is a different story.
Well, and I've just started like posting shit on like reposting my TikToks on Facebook, and that's opening up like a whole new demographic of people that's now seeing my content. And so it's like I have to work through the same kinks over there that I already did.
Yeah.
Like Instagram wasn't too bad. Like I had a few comments, but it hasn't been like the way it has been like on Facebook or TikTok.
Yeah.
But on TikTok it's gotten a lot better, and now it's always just like positive ones from my followers and shit. So.
Yeah, your followers are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also, like, it's an older crowd on Facebook, so it's, like, all the boomers are, like...
right.
Angry. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of people support us, a lot of people are awesome, and then there's just a lot that don't, and I think that's just, like, how it is.
Right, and that's, like, anything in life. But it's, like, the people that know us and love us, and if you don't, that's fine.
Yep.
I don't care.
If you don't like it, you could leave.
If you don't like it, you can leave.
Just so cute.
Now who's texting me? Oh. No, I don't get any notifications all day. And then I try to film something once, and it's like everyone's trying to get a hold of me. That happens even like when I go live. Every time I go live, you end up calling me.
I'm sorry.
Like, no,
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just like,
I just want to talk to you.
One time people were like, you're not going to hang up and talk to your wife. You're going to choose us. You're going to choose 100 strangers over your wife. And I was like, she's literally just going to tell me. I think I like called to ask like where the scissors were or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's just calling to tell me where the scissors are. It's not like she's dying. And
it was your video game.
Attention.
It was Red
Dead. Even more important, I couldn't find Red Dead Redemption. Yeah.
It was on top of the PlayStation.
Because who puts it there?
Probably. Well, I mean, it was going to get knocked over by the cat. I put it there because the cat was going to knock it over.
He was going to sit on it. Anyway, yeah, so those were the cool things that have happened to us recently.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been, like, really interesting. I mean, it's not that recent. It was 2 years ago.
No, right.
We finally got to see it.
I know. And we got married in October, and that's when, like, Jenny started the article. And the article was supposed to first come out in November, and it didn't come out until February. So it's like we've been waiting on all of these things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, people are going to get tired of hearing about us getting married because it's like...
It's, like, just happening for years.
We, like, planned for, like, a whole year, and then it's for 6 more months after it, we won't stop talking about it. And it's like, it's not my fault. Everywhere else wants to wait to talk about it.
I mean, I feel like everybody talks about their wedding forever, so it's fine. Like, everybody's excited for, like, the first 3-4 years. Like, you're just, like, pumped about it.
And, like, we had exciting things going on with this, so, like...
It was awesome. Our wedding was amazing. It turned out so good. Like, it was very intimate, but it was, like, very witchy, very dark, kind of whimsical, kind of vintage. It just had, like, a mixture of everything that we are, which is super eclectic and weird.
And I think it was just very us.
It was really good. It was really cute, and Ashley looked amazing.
Oh, yeah, in my dress.
How dare she change dresses? People are like, you wore a black dress. She's like, that was my reception, guys.
They're like, okay, so you went on Say Yes to the Dress and got a dress and then wore a different one for the... Yeah, I wore it for the ceremony, and then I changed for the reception like every other bitch does when they get married. What?
We both changed into, like, kind of witchy outfits.
And it was, like, a Halloween-themed thing, so, like, I had to get in costume. I couldn't wear my pretty wedding dress. Plus, it, like, the sparklies were hurting, like, my armpits. And I was like, get me out of this lovely death trap.
She loved her dress, but, like, from the moment she was in it, she was like, I can't do anything, and I just want to be out of this.
And I think I put it on too soon.
Well, and then, like, she also wore a crown, which fell off of her head immediately.
Broke twice. And then as soon as I turned around for the ceremony, it fell off my head and broke in front of everybody, and I was like,
She already had a breakdown. Like, she was having a meltdown about it, and our friend Candace...
Yeah, she saved the day and glued it back together. Yeah. And then it immediately, as soon as we got back out there, it broke. And
you have a tiny head.
It do. I know. And people are always commenting that my head's so big compared to my body, but it's actually a very small head. Thank you. I'm just a very small person.
Yeah, it's true. You're tiny. I think... Yeah, it was really cute, but I mean, you didn't need it. Like, your dress was gorgeous. You looked amazing, and then you put on, like, a witch's hat later, which was really cute.
Yeah, it's just, like people were just finding shit to bitch about, and I'm like...
Oh, I ended up in a purple velvet suit, which was...
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, wait, we
I'm like, what did we finish talking about? Right, no.
Which was really cute. I loved it. It was, like, a pretty dark... velvet, kind of like a not quite plum, but almost. Yeah, and it was like a men's cut. I wore really cute, like, Elvira cufflinks with it.
Yeah, they were cute.
Like I was like, what is that thing called? A corset?
Oh, yeah, that looked
under
really
it.
pretty,
So it was cute. It turned out really good. It was very tight. Both of our outfits were, like, really tight, and we were, like, the whole time, like, couldn't breathe. So we were very excited to get into our Halloween costumes.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I feel like most people do.
Well, yeah, like, you can't wear that stuff, like, all night. Or if you can, you're, like, crazy.
Jinx.
Yeah. No thanks. It was good, though. It turned out really cute. Ashley got exhausted pretty quickly.
Yeah, when people started to leave, I was like, can I also...
She was like, babe, could you just clean up and I'm just going to go home? And I was like, you got it, sweet pea. Go home.
Go home?
Yeah, so
I was just done because we'd been doing it all day. We decorated ourselves, like and then we had to be back at a specific time for, like, the New York Times stuff, and I just was like,
yep. Well, like, you'd done your makeup, and then you'd already, like, 2 outfit changes, and, like,
it was a lot for me.
It was a lot. It was a lot for me, and I like being around people, and, like,
right?
Socializing, so
right. And it wasn't like it was strangers. It was all people that we're very close with, but I was still like, my social meter is...
Yeah, I mean, it was wonderful, but it's like, it's over, and I'm really tired. Can I go to bed? Which, right. I was like, yeah, I'm going to jam out to this playlist and drink old fashions. You go to bed.
No, you go to bed.
So Chad took her, like, he was like, come on, I'll take you right home.
And I came home and I sat in the apartment by myself with my dog and my cat.
Yeah, he came back to help me. All of our friends were pretty much gone. Your mom stuck around, Aunt Cindy stuck around, and we just, like, hustled through it. It was awesome, though. It was a really sweet night. Then we went to Colorado for our honeymoon.
Oh, right. We went to Vail, Colorado, and almost died in a snowstorm, and it was great. She got the flu, so we couldn't really, like, leave the room. But yeah. It was still fun. It was, like, we were snowed in, so, like, and we're not, like...
We watched The Shining, just watched a ton of, like, horror movies.
And it's, like, we're not outdoorsy, like, adventure people, so we weren't going to go skiing. We weren't going to go, like...
Right, we just kind of wanted to, like... We did do the spa the first day because I wasn't sick on the first day, so we went to the spa, and, like, that's what we wanted to do. Just, like, hit up the spa.
Sorry, my phone said, bitch, you have no more storage. It's been telling me that for weeks, so... Valid. Why?
Come here, buddy.
That's Orion. Anyway, we were just rambling on and not talking. We, that was about it.
It's like we don't know what to say exactly, so...
Right, so I think that was mostly it. We did film a, like, ghost hunty, just
kind of an adventure day more than anything. We didn't really ghost hunt because we don't have equipment yet, but we are going to get some equipment.
Yeah, and we're going to do more videos like that. So yeah, that video will be coming. I need to edit that one. So look out for that one and more videos with my wife.
Oh, my wife.
My wife. Amber. Okay. like and subscribe to this nonsense. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye.